has already charged the court accordingly. That this Yomi Fabiyi's many broadcasts where our client is being maliciously slandered is a case that is already sub judice before the court of law. Therefore, the action of this comedian and clout chaser amounts to contempt of court, which is in itself an offense. That we have a good reason to believe that this funny character is being sponsored and bankrolled by some clandestine people to continue to pull our client's good name and person in the mud. This, our claim, is not in any way a frail one. An investigation by the Nigerian police force will soon reveal same to be true. That this Fabiyi fellow is enjoying the profiting proceeds of his social media activism cum comedy, alongside his clandestine bankroll, that he now finds it difficult to distinguish between legality and illegality, so much so that he chose the latter, and foolishly thriving on same, even to the extent of committing contempt of courts, such as we are seeing. That our client has suffered utmost psychological trauma from the non-altruistic and selfish action of this Fabiyi fellow. That same cannot be overlooked without charging to the court of law. We want you to use your good office, as you have always done, to investigate this social media jobber cum offender of the law and prosecute him if found wanting. Attached herewith are the printouts of the video links through which this Fabiyi fellow has penetrated his heinousness as Annexure A and B. While thanking you in anticipation, accept the assurances of our best regard. Many thanks, signed and delivered. And a stamp is from the Nigerian Bar Association. Thank you. Sister Temi is not here. Sister Temi is not here. Pythagoras, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Dawa. So first, I want everybody to not just get just the message alone, but with what has been happening recently in the team, in the justice team too, first thing I need to point our attention to is the heading of that petition, the subject. Petition against Yomi Fabiyi for this and this and this and this and this against Mr. Adura Aloba in a matter that is already before a court of competent jurisdiction. Apart from this is at least the testament that this team is working. We are working as a team. So for people who have been wondering, nothing is being done while all these things are going on in social media, at least between yesterday and today, we've shown you at least two things that have been done successfully between this period of time. But the thing I want us to highlight here is that this was done on behalf of Adura Aloba. Because, recently, another funny character has come up to say, oh, nobody's attending to Adura Aloba. We are not taking his case as serious as Wumi's issue. Although it doesn't have any case, but we can see that this Yomi Fabiyi character has been harassing him online recently. And some people feel, oh, we are not concerned or we are not showing concern about it. This is one of those concerns. Because for us to get lawyers on his case, because I know they've been saying it in different platforms like, oh, which lawyer Ologba fun, what are they doing? Won't share anything. But now, this is one of the evidence that the same way we stood up for Omowumi, the same way this team is also standing up for Adura Aloba. Because we are not standing up and we were not standing up for him, or we are not standing up for him just because it's related to Mohbad or anything. We're standing up for him because we believe he's being unjustly harassed and accused by this was Kilo described Yomi as funny character. So deluded and funny character. So we are standing up for Adura Aloba because we believe whatever is being done to him by Yomi is uncalled for. Under normal setting, Yomi Fabiyi should be behind the bar if he continues doing things like this. And that is why this team decided that, you know what, we are going to stand for this boy too. Because he has done nothing wrong. This case has been reported. He has come out to make a post that he knows nothing about this thing. But you, because of the enjoyment, because of the proceed, because of the profit you're getting from this old case, that's Yomi Fabiyi, you have refused to let go of it. So we thought that no, we will not just allow the boy to be dragged by Yomi Fabiyi this way without rising up to help him. So for people who have been saying, well, help Adura, because we got a whole lot of stuff like that, like, and they were even trying all their best to find a way of bringing Omomi into it. Even though we all know that but behind the doors, they were trying to say, oh, maybe because we've not made it Omomi's problem, maybe that's why this Wumi's team, they are not doing anything. And we were telling them that no, whether Omomi was involved or not, if we see something that is not just, something that is not fair, we will speak up. Those are the kind of people we have on this platform, in this Wumi's team. Forget, even Tobajani Arawani, if you see something that I'm doing that you feel, oh, this is not fair, this is not good enough, I trust our people here, they will call you out. Yes, of course, we'll make up again and be friends again, but they will not be silent while they see oppression going on. Those are the kind of people we have on this side. And this is a testament to it. Most of the people here don't really know anything about Adura. We only came here to say, oh, Wumi's been oppressed. She's been subjected to all this kind of social media oppression. And people stood up for her. And in the course of that, we saw that, oh, they're almost doing almost the same thing to Adura. And now the team is also standing up for him. And that's why we have a petition like this against Yomi Fabiyi. And we all know the genesis of this case. Somebody came to you after you've gone online to say a whole lot of different things, that you have a whole lot of money, you have some CCTV footage somewhere, and somebody contacted you that they have something to give to you that will may help you with your whatever justice you're doing. And somehow, they couldn't deliver on their promise. And the next thing you want to do is to just put the whole issue, put the blame on somebody who is not involved in any way, in any shape at all. Don't forget, Yomi Fabiyi was invited to the police station and they briefed him on the case, showing him who tried to swindle him in the person of Damola Ayinde. What's even stopping him now from going against or going for Damola Ayinde here now? Tell me. The police who has the power to investigate issues like this. They have stated that they have done their investigation. They have even charged this case to the court. That this guy is an impostor. This guy is a fraudster. Because they also detected that he collected money from other people through this same scheme. So they told you, they laid down the investigation and the investigative report to you. that this is what has happened, this is what has transpired, and our findings is this. Yomi Fabiyi, you are not a private investigator. You don't have any qualification close to that. And you have not told us you have a private investigator in your employment that has investigated this case independently, and your findings is not the same thing as that of the police. Until this moment, you have not told us that. So on what basis will you now challenge the investigation of the Nigerian police? So what you should have been doing if you are in your right mind, if you still have your brain intact, Yomi Fabiyi, what you should be doing if you wanted to at least, maybe you feel embarrassed by whatever Damola has done to you, because that's the only thing you can really say, yeah. You've not paid any money to him. He has not gotten any money from you. The only thing you can feel is feeling embarrassed, and that's because you're a fool, to just put it bluntly. So what you should be doing is going after Damola Ayinde with all this your energy. Is going after him, telling him, why have you embarrassed me this way? Is there more to this thing? If you feel there's more to it, if you feel there's more to the video he promised you, you should be going after him. It doesn't matter whether he's currently in court on another case. You can still find a way of getting him to court on the case of whatever. Make up a case. I'll be the one to do that for you. Make up something. Use the same energy to go after him for embarrassing you in the public, which I know is partly your fault, or majorly is because you're being stupid. But instead, you come online every day. You masturbate on this particular issue. You keep calling Adura's name like you want something out of this. Now it has been discovered that it's not just because you're profiting from this thing, but because some people are also there bankrolling you. All you do is come out with the fake profile of being a right activist. Instead, or really, deep down, you're just a common criminal. A comedian, to put it lightly. Because you've not done any investigation, but then you keep coming out to tarnish another person's image. And that's why we decided, you know what, the police needs to come into this now and stop you at this your stupid charade. Because you have not only slandered Adura, you have also paraded yourself to be above the law. Because like we all know, if a case is before the courts, you cannot investigate over it. I think I had one of your video the other day where you were trying to say, if a case is before the court, police can still investigate, people can still investigate. You are not just being naive there. I think you're just being outrightly stupid, Yomi Fabiyi. If a case is before the courts, you cannot, not even the police can investigate it as long as that matter is before a judicial panel. You cannot. Any investigation you do will be inside your pocket. You cannot present it in the court. You cannot use it for anything other than using it for something illegal. If it happens that you find out something big from this investigation, this online stupid investigation you are doing now, all you can use it for will be something illegal, because it will not be tenable anywhere. You can't tender it in court. You can't even give it to the police to use. So what is the point? So you did not just slander Adura. You are also working in a line of what you call contempt of court. You're already working in that line already. We only need people to put you in your place. And if possible, to put you in jail, because contempt of court attracts jail time. whether you see it that way or not. Whatever it is you feel you're doing regarding this case of Damola Ide and the Commissioner of Police, it is before the court. Everything you're coming online here to say and to do, it's all amounting to illegality. And whether we like it or not, I know you don't care, but you're causing harm to people. I know you don't care about it. As long as the money, the nairas keep rolling, keep dropping in your pocket, you don't care about it. That's why we have called on the AIG to investigate this matter and to prosecute you if found wanting. We are sure, I'm 90% sure, you'll be found wanting in one thing or the other here. And that's why we're calling on his good office. Because we cannot sit idle while you go about tarnishing people's image, while you go about behaving like you are above the law. We will not sit idle to see that. And in case you don't know, based on these petitions, there are a lot of things, at least there are 3 main offenses I can, doing any form of research on it, that I know you have committed. That I know in a way attracts some form of jail time or not, or something like that. In that petition, it is there that you're spreading false information. Under the Cyber Crimes Act of 2015, Section 24 of it makes it a crime to transmit false messages or communication that can harm another person or that can put another person in fear or damage their reputation. And it is 7 million or imprisonment of 3 years. That is the fine. And we know you are spreading this information knowingly, because that is the trail, that is the yardstick. That is this information being spread knowingly or not? You know the truth. The police already told you. So you are saying this thing to incite the public. You're putting out this misinterpretation to harm this person's reputation. That's Adura Aloba. And based on this alone, you could be held liable. It is 7 million naira in fine or 3 years imprisonment or both. With the same thing you're doing, you have slander and defamation of character there. Although under the Lagos State now, defamation might no longer be a criminal issue. But thank God, somehow you are not even living in Lagos State. You are in Ogun State. And this is even happening online. So Abuja can take control of this, really. So if they really want to deal with you, this case can go to Abuja. This case can be transferred to Ogun State, where you can be charged for slander and defamation of character under the Criminal Code Act. Because you have made false statements, it has been published, you have caused some form of reputational damage to Adura, whether you want to see it that way or not. And you don't have any lawful justification or privilege for making these statements. As long as you cannot show all these things, you are liable here under the Criminal Code of Nigeria. And the third one, which is regarding a case that is before court, is under the same criminal code. You cannot interfere with a legal case that is before a court. I want to believe that section 133. If a case is before a court, you cannot interfere. You cannot do it to try and influence the public opinion, or because it will amount to obstruction of justice. And that is what you call sub judice. It is pending before a court. And once you interfere with it, it becomes contempt of court. It's like you saying, kill the court, Imashe. That is contempt. Like, waiting you want to do. And that one, it all depends on the judge. The jail time, the fine, the imprisonment, whatever, the judge will decide that one. Because your statement, the intention is to influence public perception of that case. What you're saying, what you're doing is making the public feel like whatever they're doing in the court on that Damola's case, that the court is only making a jest of itself. Because if you're out here saying the court is not charging or is not dealing with the right person, that the case in court that is just a kangaroo kind of meeting, because that's what you're saying in the real sense of it. So you're making a mockery of that court by coming out here and trying to influence public opinion or perception about that case. And in a way, you're putting undue pressure on the judicial officers too, on the judge, on the lawyers there. Because now it's like you're pointing a beam light on them, like, oh, you guys are doing the wrong thing. You are applying pressure on them. You don't do that under a civilized setting. Under a setting guided by rules and order, you don't do that. It is contempt of courts. It is an offense under our laws. So, and that is why we have taken this case to the AIG. Let the police investigate. You come forward with your evidence. Tell us why you feel you have the power to be the AIG, the IG, at the same time be the judge of a case you claim to be a victim. How can you claim to be a victim of a case? You want to be the one to investigate the case. You want to be the one to pass judgment on the same case. Tell me, how sensible is that? Does it make any logical sense? But then, we are dealing with irrational people. I mean, Yomi supporters. Otherwise, somebody should have pointed this thing out to him. That, Baba, you're saying you're the victim here. You cannot be the victim and still be the one to decide on the case. You cannot still be the one to investigate the case. You cannot, all you can do is, point fingers. I think this person has done this thing to me. And leave it to the authorities to investigate. If you are not satisfied, call for a review of it again. All these things, all these processes are there in our rules of law, in our rules, in our process. But you rather go online to try and cause chaos just because you want to satisfy your people who are bankrolling you and to also get money from the public. So for how long are you going to keep this up? So I want to believe you'll find a way of opening up to your fans, letting them know you've landed yourself in a big pot of soup, and pray to God and let them join you in prayer that you get out of it alive. I mean, without going to jail. So I'll rest here, Mr. Dawa.
Some people actually came here late. I'll still reread it. But Pythagoras, you need to also emphasize on something. The date the Zone 2 collected this was on the 6th of February. So it was even it was because of what happened. Maybe Mama Mohbad came outside to say Wunmi was not supporting Adura. She did nothing. Now we can see that this happened even way before she even came out, that this petition had landed and had been signed by the Zone 2 headquarters. So we need to emphasize on that. So all these were done prior before any gbas happened, prior before Mama Mo came out to make such statements and things like that. So the thing is working. Now, what I would also want to also say is this. All this a warrant was on Wunmi, this, that. This petition was there. There are so many reasons why you would see that legally Wunmi does not even need to step anywhere. If Zone 2 is aware, has been aware by a petition that, oh, there's a 3 seconds video and this person is parading himself as a victim, blah, 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 and the petition is on his head. You're coming to this thing, you are saying you want a warrant, you did this, you did that. That means there was no warrant. Because the assistant inspector general police is now aware or had been aware before Yomi came to be collecting money from the public that the date of this petition was on the 6th of February. So Yomi coming outside to social media to lie to people. To lie, because also not just this petition, the invitation I was given to me, an explanation of why she was not going to come, because according to the Inspector General of Police, saying that you can't just use police as your lap dogs. If a case is in one police station, if a case is reported in one jurisdiction, you can't take it to another place and say, oh, you're building a fresh case there. So all this had been taken and had been presented at Zone 2, even before Yomi came out to be talking about one as arrest warrant or so. So we now know that Yomi, with this petition and what the explanation of the invitation, we now know that yes, Yomi has been lying vehemently outside to his followers, collecting money from them in a very cunning manner without letting them know the truth of what he's facing. He's not letting them know that, yes, there's a petition over my head. He said the other day, Anita Zone 2 Anita Onekan Lojoye. He was making video and went to make video outside, eating outside at the car park. Did he enter Zone 2? Did he tell you that I am inside Zone 2? But people gullibly believed him, they are thinking that he did something, whereas there's a petition on his head, and if he's found wanting, he'll be prosecuted for it. These are about three charges: spreading false information, slander, and making implicating broadcast against Adura Aloba. Content of court is also there, about 4 or 5, not even 3. So all these things, he has been coming outside to milk you guys of your own personal cash without telling you that, hey, this is what I'm facing at Zone 2. Let's also say African TV came out to tell you that the only thing that is existing in Zone 2 is a petition on Yomi. There's no arrest warrant, nothing is there. At least tomorrow is Monday. They said both of them will go meet themselves there to be showing the arrest warrant and the petition that he said he dropped there. Why don't he should go inside and show a video like, yes, I'm inside the police station and there's nothing these police officers can do to me. He should go. This has been received by the Assistant Inspector General, the AIG, that he has been AIG, a respectable police officer called you, Wunmi. You said, who is the police officer? Oh, guy, it is not the Assistant Inspector General that is calling Wunmi. They are calling you. They need you there. Go and answer the petition. I dare you to. You came outside today, you were trying to twist those words that it was not only Wunmi that an arrest warrant was placed. And the question was thrown at you that, who are the others? Why are the others not also going to meet the police? Maybe they were also invited. Why are they not also there? Why did Lati say, let's jump that question, leave that question? Why didn't you answer that question? It's because there was no arrest warrant anywhere. No arrest warrant anywhere. It is you they are looking for. So I don't know if Pythagoras would also want to say one or two things about what I said about the date this was received, the invitation that they said Wunmi had, and what was explained by the lawyers, that in fact with what Zone 2 has in their hands, Wunmi does not even need to go anywhere. I don't know if Pythagoras wants to say that. Then I'm going to reread this for those that joined us late and don't know what the petition is all about. So Pythagoras, over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Dara. Like we saw it there, the petition was received by the Zone 2 office on the 6th of February. So first, you will know that is way before you start hearing these gbasgbos online like, oh, they're not taking Adra into consideration and all that. So you know that Adra has always been on our mind, not just because it's Adra, but because we feel it's the right thing to do, whenever we see our neighbors being harassed, we should be there to speak up. Anything we have in our power, we should be there to help with it. And for Yomi Fabiyi, his case has always been with Zone 2. Ever since he came on board and started maligning Adura, we have reported the case because we know him being the sneaky bastard, that he is. We know he will always want to wiggle his way out of this. Because first when the case was at Ikeja, he was invited there and they explained to him what happened. Before he left there, he was convinced it was okay. But I guess when he came out, people bankrolling him or his supporters, they told him to say something otherwise. So he came online to tell people, oh, no, he's not satisfied with the investigation. What they are doing is wrong. Is the victim here? Because I'm still trying to wrap my head around the perpetrator here. And the next thing he wanted to do was to steal that case away from Ikeja to Zone 2, where he thought he has the structure, where he thought he has people there to help him with it. And like I keep saying it, I know I say it jokingly here. Before they make their moves, we know. We are like 10 steps ahead of them. We knew he was going to go there. We knew he was going to go that route. And we were there waiting for him. We already set up, we already instructed the legal team to take charge of that. But you know the process, and whether we like it or not, we have to admit he has some people there too. But because we know the law, we follow the law and we follow the process. That's why it looked like, oh, nothing is happening. He's going there, he's mentioning Zone 2 here and there, and it appears nothing is happening. Even when he procured an invitation letter for Wunmi based on this case, that's why it was very easy for Among lawyers to write to Zone 2 that, okay, let's even assume this letter is coming from the AIG because it had the stamp of AIG on it. We're going to assume it's coming from him. We only need to remind him of what the law is, what the process is. And once we did that, nobody could object to that. And then we had to direct the attention back on his own petition, on the petition we wrote against him, that it is time for them to act. Because sometimes you need to give these people long ropes so that they can commit more and they can have enough. Because with this petition, we had to attach some videos he made online, some posts he did, some things he said. We had to attach it to it because that's the only time he can have the necessary weight. Because if you are saying this person is trying to influence public opinion, is trying to put pressure on the judiciary, is spreading false information, you need an evidence when you're submitting the petition. And that's why it looked like, oh, it took so long. We waited for him to make his mistakes. And initially he was being cautious. But somehow, somewhere along the line, he threw caution to the wind. And we got him there. And now he has a case to answer at Zone 2. I don't know how long he's going to run. I don't know how long he's going to deny it to his people. But sooner or later, he has played the music. He needs to go and dance to it. Thank you. I don't know if Escapade wants to say something now until when you read the petition again, Mr. Dawa.
Yeah, let Mr. Dawa read it again so that I'll just speak after it. Or is he, if you're not available, then I can speak.
No, you can go ahead. I'll reread it so that people joining could still have a clue about it.
Mr. Dawa, when you get to
read it so that I'll speak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a petition on against Yomi Fabiyi. It was received by the Assistant Inspector General of Police, the Nigerian Police Force, Zone 2 headquarters, Onikon, Lagos. It was signed and received and stamped on the 6th day of February 2025. And the petition is from the Salahu Akingbola and co-legal practitioners. Okay. Dear Sir, title: Petition against Yomi Fabiyi for spreading false information, slander, and making implicating broadcast against Mr. Adura Aloba in a matter that is already before a court of competent jurisdiction. First paragraph. We are counsel to Mr. Adura Aloba, a Nigerian citizen, Christian, music artist of address, Lagos State, Nigeria. Hereinafter referred to as our client, that in that capacity we write to you as follows. We have the brief of our client that one Yomi Fabiyi, who has been parading himself as a right activist on social media, has been maligning our client's good name and person by painting and projecting our clients as having the knowledge of the death of the late Ilerioluwa Promise Aloba, aka Mohbad. This deluded and funny character by the name from Yomi Fabiyi has also been mischievously alleging our client to have contacted him to have had the knowledge of the circumstances surrounding the death of the late singer, stating that our client asked him of 3 million naira to divulge the information to him. That our client knows nothing about whatever transpired between this Yomi Fabiyi fellow and the person that was trying to slave him or defraud him of his money. That the Commissioner of Police of Lagos State already investigated the matter and the impostor cum fraudster has been unraveled to be one Damola Ayinde, whom the Commissioner of Police has already charged to court accordingly. That this Yomi Fabiyi's many broadcasts where our client is being maliciously slandered is a case that is already sub judice before the court of law. Therefore, the action of this comedian and clout chaser amounts to contempt of court, which is in it.
They like optics and drama. Remember when they start shouting, they embalm. How can you embalm somebody by just putting thing on the chest, the salt on the chest? Then they said, there's a petition. The petition that Russia, they were rejoicing. You know, they like all this drama, even if nothing will come out of it. They always believe, drama is how to show that we are working. Meanwhile, they're just wasting their time. All these things they've done since the last 15, 16 months, they are still where Wumi is still where they'll still go and meet her. They've gone around the house, they've gone everywhere, Breketeri, Yomi, blah, 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 petition. But when the inquest resumes, it will still be that same place. And this is where Wumi is. This is where everybody that reasons, this is where we all are saying, okay, this inquest, give us what happened. They've done the autopsy. You've done your own. You haven't brought it. You are writing petition on a case that is at the inquest. I don't understand, but I mean, some people
they like soap opera too much.
Exactly, they like all of this charade and all this circle. They enjoy it, and this is why people like Yomi would go there and cash out, which is what Damola wanted to do. But unfortunately, he fell into the hand of a thief. If Damola had gone to other parties, maybe gone to Olori Ebi or whatever, he probably would have cashed out. But unfortunately for him, he went to a scammer. Scammer meets scammer. You know,
senior scammer.
Exactly, he would have cashed out. Everybody is going there to cash out. They brought Yaifa cashed out. They are bringing people there. Everybody just going there to cash out on nothing. And some people can still not sit down and think, hold on a minute, this thing that I'm following. I mean, I always say that I don't have a problem with anybody being on any side. Anything that happens, if somebody shoots somebody on the street, there will be people that will be on the side of that person. Two-face matter, there are people on two-face side, there are people on any side. But even this Portable that tell me how to go and fight soldier, some people are still on Portable side. They're on Portable side that, why is the government oppressing him? You get, so I don't have a problem with that, but at some point, if you are following the course, right, you get to a point where you sit down and sort of reflect and say, okay, let me even assess this thing that I'm following. If you get on the wrong bus, you get to a point that, hold on a minute, let me come out of this bus, so it seems I'm going the wrong way. And then you take the right bus, but it seems some people are just hell-bent on continuing on a journey that you can see that you are...
Stupid pride, like, no, How can I turn around now? I cannot admit
Exactly.
my mistake now.
Exactly. So I still don't understand. And people there saying they have degrees, they have this. I mean, I don't even, when people come on panels and say I have this, I don't get all of them saying they have, the chairman saying he has PhD in forensic accounting. Simple question that he couldn't answer it. They're talking about threshold. They are talking about shares, how much they can borrow in the bank. All these people come and talk about they arrogate titles to themselves and claim different degrees. And when they speak, you know that they are empty. That let me just quickly say on just the things that have happened the last 2 days. The panel, this platform, I studied what happened in the last 2 days, and I can say that I now see reason why the platform is so strong. Because one thing I noticed, especially yesterday, right, when the host said what she wanted to say and what church wanted to say and all of that, and then presidents, when the host then went forward and said, "Oh, let us stop doing this and that to Mohbad." President then said, "Oh, no, you can't do this." And I think Shobi to said the same thing. You rarely get a platform where people challenge the host. And it was like, so when you are in a place where you are free to express yourself, even against the host, I like it. It's freedom. But then what the host then also did was she kept quiet and allowed Pythagoras to take charge. The system is a perfect system where the checks and balances, everybody is free. You have people that can come up and sort of make everybody see reason why this is happening. The host is not lording herself on everybody. People can challenge her. She's not, if you get what I'm saying. So this is why it is so tight. Look around you. Look at all these platforms. Once people start shouting, the host will drop them. The host is like the Lord and Savior, the Lord and Master of the platform. But I noticed yesterday that there is a system, a natural, it's not like it's written. It's like there's a natural system where sometimes you'll be dark cloud that will just come up and say things and everybody will just be at peace. Not, if you get what I'm saying, not the host like commanding you. You can't go to Papariano's platform and be challenging him. He will drop you. If you get what I'm saying. So this is why this platform is so strong. And I experienced it in the last 2 days. I can see it flows naturally. It's like they have it like there's a meeting. Like you have a constitution or a meeting that you people have board of directors and then you say, oh, this is what we're going to do. But it's not. It's like it's natural. I couldn't believe it yesterday. I swear, I couldn't believe what I saw yesterday that, even as us was angry, they still challenged her and she kept calm. And the way Pythagoras came with that, and the way Pythagoras came up with that sweet voice and just got everybody to align and agreed, okay, this is the way forward. And everybody agreed. Nobody is fighting again. It's unbelievable. And this is why this platform will remain strong, because I've not seen any other platform that has that sort of natural system in place, that things just work out and people come up to appease everybody, not the host, commanding people and wanting people to do stuff away. I'll keep quiet for now, and maybe later I'll speak again.
This thing you just said now, Escapade, I'm the one that asked you to do it, you know? You know everything.
Yes, so you are the one. You are the one who asked Man United manager to play one striker today.
But when would you guys win convincingly, Escapade?
I'm tired though. That is like we bought wrong market with this manager. I can't even watch our games again.
Okay, thanks for the observation, Escapade. Honestly speaking, it's not like it's just the flow where we see ourselves as a family. That's what really happens, and everyone is actually respected. Everybody is respected. And thumbs up. I also want to commend the activities of Sister Temi today, because this morning when I woke up, I like, kilo she, Sister Temi at mommy, oh my, and then she like, no. She like, she realized what she did, and she walked there herself and said, I am sorry, publicly. Palelo mean privately, no matter so sorry. And she went there and like, I could remember there was this day talk befe me no lori bi by, and when talk befe me, I was just like, Otoni, yeah. So let me even say the day. She knows the day now. that was the first day they used her picture as they were abusing her kids. And I was like, oh, Tito, Tito, Tito. She just gave it to me. Ẹ̀yin tí mo bó ṣe rí o, mo bó ṣe ẹ kọ jókòó, wọ́n kọ bu yín díẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ yẹn ni, ẹ sáré tẹ seat. Oh boy, the tea enter me. Oh, but that tea enter me that day. I don't reason now say, well, wait this woman talk now true. Me, when I know they show my face. My wife don't tell me, say, oh, but if you show your face again, first call they show your face, they go Facebook, go bring all the family pictures, come the abuse them. And that's just it. And the way she corrects someone, she might do it. Yeah, let us see everybody get your own character. Everybody, and you can't just say you'd everybody get your own character. But this person where I see, she has a everybody has good sides, bad sides, but she is well manageable. That's what I know. If you tell her, madam, you don't do something, no, she's ready to say sorry. That's just it. And that we are organized there. Everybody, but everybody get it, you know. We know the streamers, we know our moderators, we know our funny men, we know when to have fun, we know when to get serious, we know when to have basketballs. It's just this thing is just like a family setting. That's what I just see it as. So thanks to everybody and commenters. We know the lack for there too. So Escapade, nice observation though. So, but let's go back to the business. So Yomi Fabiyi, how far? How markets? How markets? The only man that I know that can shout for 4 hours consecutively. Oh, I keep a boy one Guinness Book of Records. Was it? She Nilo tone, when. And maybe that's why you don't have any woman in the house. That I believe it's one of those things. That's one of those reasons you can't keep a woman in the house, because your high pitch gone. Oh, ní bedroom voice. Oh, you are romantic. Pẹ̀lú bó ṣe ṣe kun gbẹgbẹgbẹ èèyàn tó bá di tí kún ẹ̀ bá dẹ̀ ti tóbi bẹ́ẹ̀ ó kó wọn máa ń kéré Ọlọ́run ló mọ bó ṣe rí. But let's that's on the just this side. But how market irọ́ tó ti ń pa fún látọjọ́ ẹ̀ match tẹ fẹ́ ṣe bó ṣe sọ pé ó máa lọ match ní assembly lọ́jọ́ sí nìyẹn bó ṣe gbé lọ sí UK nìyẹn o. Ó rẹ̀ ti gba 2 meter èrè náà ta tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì UK ń sìn airline wo ló fẹ́ lò ṣé airpeace ni àbí èwo ló fẹ́ lò náà 2 meter tó gbà lọ́dọ̀ láti ń sìn owó tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì pé o. Is it time? Do you want to collect more? Do you want to collect more? Do you want to collect more cash? Okay, ẹ̀yin sisters ọmọ pé ẹ ti fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ Chubimi, I see you going on and off, but I know you want to say something. And drive that economy mo bẹ́ẹ̀ ti dé destination. Dupsy, the apprentice Pythagoras
ṣọ́ mi kiri nínú Mr. Dawa báwo lè ṣe mọ̀ pé mò ń drive
ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ pé mọ́ mi sábẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni àtàná kọ́lẹ̀ tí mọ́ mi sábẹ́ ni.
Ó ga o.
Dupsy, assistant, apprentice, Stan Pythagoras. Do you have anything to say concerning this petition on Yomi Fabiyi? Inspector General, okay, IGT lost. Sister Cindy, I don't know if you're there. Oh yeah, over to you, mommy as well.
Èmi ò ní nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ẹ ti ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ nǹkan tí inspector rán yín náà lẹ ti ṣe.
Ó bá